So before the video start, you might want to stay tuned because because what I'm about to show you is something that has never been done on a YouTube platform, and I'm gonna go over the key takeaways of basically of what I think about this competitor's niche I just found, and I'm gonna basically explain like the core idea behind it, just everything. I'm gonna explain the deep hook, the ending hook, and yeah. So let's get into the idea. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this real quick, but I want to basically tell you that there's three bodies to a YouTube title, and the three bodies to a YouTube title that I try to probably didn't know is what we basically do is we go to our competitor's title, we extract the core idea, and then we find our deep hook, and then after we keep their deep hook, and then we drop saturation to the surface hook. So we're just gonna basically do, you see, competitor's title right here. You see his competitor's titles. You see deep hook is access to private royal lives, and you can see the new lane is royal lives transitions into talents and cultures. And then you see, so let me go ahead and go over it. So you see the new title is the royal families, and you see most unusual dying transitions. So you can see, so the same audience, same curiosity, same deep hook, different lane, less saturation, and that is the exact method we need to have. So what we basically do is we basically find the title we want to replicate, right? And then what we basically do is we get their deep hook. So their deep hook is like the starting of their basically the starting of their title. So you see the deep hook is right here, the original the core idea. The core idea is the starting of their title, and then the deep hook is like towards the ending part. So you can see favorite food. So you can see ignore the surface. So yeah, what I'm basically gonna now do is basically go over here, and I want to show you and basically my try to be cheat graph over here. What that basically means, so y'all can see it. And yeah, but like I said, there's three bodies to a niche, and when you basically find a niche, where you basically want to look for. So like I said, so now what I'm basically going to explain to y'all is, so the surface hook is the favorite foods. The deep hook is the private royal life, and then our version right here, surface hook, dying transition, and then deep hook is private royal. You can see the formula when you bring the title, competitor surface hook, and then the deep hook is like towards the end part. So y'all get it better now. So you can see start the new surface hook with the royal families, and then you can see that our rebuilt title. So, and what you can basically see is this was the competitor's title. So if we go to here, and y'all probably ask me, oh, how do you find all these great niches, bro? We're gonna get into that right now. We're gonna get into that. We haven't fully made it there, but how I found these great niches is I use basically a tool called NextLab. I don't know if y'all are a big fan of that, but I use a tool called NextLab. And what I'll do with NextLab is I have NextLab that hunts for the niche, and it basically searches through all the YouTube metadata and literally find me a niche within like a few seconds. So all I gotta do is literally type a few questions right here, and boom, it sends me over to the channel. So that's how I was able to gain like all these channels right here. So you see, I gained this one right here. I gained access to this one. This one's making over $1,000 monthly, and then I gained access to this one. This one's making about $1,000, and he's monetized. And it basically checks and let me know all the channels that monetize. So you can see royalty chronics. So that's really how I'm finding channels right here. What I basically do is tell NextLab that pull me. So what I basically went ahead up there and did was I basically, so let's scroll up real quick. So what I basically told it is, I basically told it was, yeah. So I basically told it, I said, find me more channels similar to this channel link. So I gave it the channel link right here. So the channel link that I sent it was about this. So this was the channel link. Go to YouTube. All right, so y'all can see this. This was I sent it the URL to this video, and I didn't want to copy this channel because it didn't look as consistent as it should be. And he only had like one video. So yeah, so I didn't really want to copy this channel right here. But what I basically did was I brought it this URL, and I seen that this smaller channel, and what we looking for is, this is our criteria. We look for subscriber count, 5K subscribers, 1 in 22 videos. And they got to have at least 1 million. If they're having 1 million and he just started this channel this year, that means that this channel, and you see right here, these views is 5K subscribers, he's pulling at least 12K. And if we go to click this right here, we can see that literally this is all AI generated. This is all AI generated, and we can see all the AI
Whole story at its core,
So
a radio segment. Cream first or jam first. The debate that Britain has been having for decades and will presumably continue having indefinitely. That 3-second
and channels like this
moment became its own viral
printing,
talk,
bro. Fucking printing.
as consistently.
So and you wanna try to get into a market like this before other people come into the market. So when other people start to see about this niche, that's when the angle itself start to get crowded, and then he start losing views. So when you see a market like this, you want to get into it, like jump into it as quick as you could before anybody else could. So yeah, so I said, find me already blown up channel like this. It's basically said I filter for channels same as real family, Megan, drama, dark community with 100 videos, and found me a few channels. But yeah, like I said, you don't no longer need crazy editing. This channel has no crazy editing. All it just has images and a good script. So a good script is what make your channel viral. And if we go up to its most popular right here, you can see this. Its most popular is over. So you can see its most popular is right here. It's over 3 months ago. If we go to YouTube transcript, we can really see a script. So YouTube transcript, we can see if it's script basically matches its title in order for the YouTube algorithm to push it, because YouTube algorithm just don't push random videos no more. It pushes video that's proven to go viral. We see that this title right here has proven demand. So yeah. So like I said, it pushes videos that has proven demand, and it knows the videos that will go viral. So yeah, that's how we basically found this royal niche over here that I was basically going over. So I basically just found this channel right here. Open a new tab, so you can see I just found this channel right here. 21 videos. So instead of me having to smoothly go through the YouTube, I made a video on my channel how to do the MCP. So you can see this channel 700,000 views. You can really see when it started. It started 2 months ago, and you can see that this is March 24th, 21 videos, and yeah, you can see that these thumbnails aren't as good, but of course we can make better thumbnails than what this competitor got. So you can see that if we go to a YouTube thumbnail downloader, you can see that his thumbnails aren't that good. So and it pulled about 700,000. So when channels are pulling in great views like this, when it's pulling at least 700K views, that means that topic demand itself, that core idea, is what made it go viral. So like I said, when channels have whack ass basically whack thumbnails, that means that the core idea to that self is what made that video viral. So the core idea to that video is what made that viral. So we got it all over here. We literally got the data all over here. So you can see I scrolled through this one, I pulled this one. I pulled a lot of these channels, and I basically went through and I pasted in my Google Docs link. So if you see, if we go over here to this competitor's one right here, so let's basically duplicate this. If we go to search to this competitor's title, and we search this right here on YouTube, you can see literally where this competitor leads just start at. You see so this right here is like, this starting right here is basically, so if we go to starting right here, the starting term is basically the surface hook. So the surface hook is the starting term, and then the ending part is the deep hook. And then we rebuilt this, so we had a new surf. So we used we kept a surf hook with different wording though, different angle, and you can see the end same hook still. And yeah, you can see, so we end deep. So it says end deep, end same deep hook. So still, so we basically kept the deep hook, but we just changed it around a bit. So that's what y'all really want to do. And I went ahead and made a prompt for y'all. It will be below in the description. All you gotta do is attach this file to your chat, and you're gonna basically have the same metadata. So you can see the competitors server codes. What did they say? And yeah, so like I said, YouTube is a hard game, and it's gonna keep getting harder and harder. YouTube never been an easy game, but you want to try to find niches just like this. So you can see competitors title, every royal family member's favorite foods. Start surface, so you can see start surface hook. Every royal family member's favorite foods, and this is the timing. So right here, the starting hook of the title is what mainly made it viral. So you can see the end and deep hook. So it says the hidden reason people click. So yeah, so All Rebuilt was basically this title. So you can see All Rebuilt. So All Rebuilt was the royal family most unusual dining transition. So you can see we kept his start surface hook. So we just changed the deep hook. So we changed towards the end part. And you can see that literally these views right here, 400K views. And you want to find an angle like this that's really on top where bigger channels aren't crowded behind this angle, because if bigger channels aren't crowded behind this angle, you could get a fucking channel started today, and yeah, and you could go viral literally today. So like I said, this is how you find proven topics without second guessing. And like I said, all these other coaches, we no longer listen to coaches. I run over, so I run a shit ton of channels. I could go in and show you the results. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that smoothly. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you as many coaching videos as I can squeeze out. But I want to go ahead and tell you that that the subscriber count no longer matters. So on YouTube now these days, subscriber count no matters. What matters the most is the surface hook. The surface hook, the core idea. The core idea And yeah, but like I said, YouTube gets harder and harder. And y'all can see my main. My main has over 1K videos. And yeah, and I have about over more than at least millions of views. So, and I've been doing YouTube automation longer than some of these coaches. But if you want to go ahead and listen to some of these coaches, go on, listen to them. But we'll see how far you get. But like I said, we'll see how far you get. Listen to me, because we know all of them are liars. Most of them are liars. But yeah, and they have nothing to prove for it. But if you want to go ahead and listen to coaches, go ahead and, I'm not stopping you. Go ahead and listen to coaches. But I said what I said, and yeah. And the new method right here is we found it. So the starting of the titles is the surface hook, and then the ending is the deep hook. So, and I'm gonna have AI basically go through and better explain it. And if y'all couldn't really explain it, so what I'm gonna have AI do is better explain it right here. So yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste this, and I'm gonna have it better explain it so y'all can understand it. So yeah. All right. So better explaining what you mean. The starting of the title, so I can know. So the surface hook. And then the ending deep hook, what do we change for every single title I bring you for the ending part? But we keep the starting, we keep the core part. What do we change for the ending part? Let me know. Alright, so what it's gonna basically go in and do is basically point me out all the takeaways, point me out we keep his core idea. Because the core idea of the starting of the fucking title is the reason why that nigga got the amount of views he got. It's the reason why that nigga got the amount of views he fucking got. So yeah, you can see the core idea was literally the private lives of royals. And you can see what is this really about. So let's go ahead and exit that. And you can see that it says the surface hook was how the idea was packaged. Favorite foods. And you can see, so the core idea was like the literally starting. So and you can see the surface hook was how it was packaged is the favorite foods. This is what really is usual. So it says the deep hook is what people click. So I want the insider access to the royal life. So you can see, and it basically tells me right here. So the example, so competitors was every royal family members, and then their favorite food. So, and I could basically ask it. So, what was the most important part? So, what was the most important part that really made it pop off? So, the core idea. What was the most important part? The starting, right, or the ending one? Which one was the core vowel trigger that made YouTube want to push it? Tell me. I did this, and what it's going to basically now do is basically tell me the vowel trigger of mainly why YouTube want to push it. So yeah, so this is mainly what y'all gotta know. And like I said, the coaches are gonna hide you from this. And like I said, you can go there and listen to the shit. We no longer listen to gurus. So you can see examples. So every royal family member's favorite foods. People aren't thinking so wow favorite foods, and you can see they're thinking like I get this. So people aren't thinking so. The core idea, the core idea is private royal life. If nobody cared about the royal life, the title wouldn't work no matter how it is. So like I said, the core idea really works. So the core idea hook was the favorite food. So the surface hook, and yeah, so important but replaceable. You can swap it, but yeah. So and you can see. So think of it about like the competitor. So the competitor's title was Alright, so my AI basically do go ahead and highlight the give me the title again. Go ahead and highlight the important part in green, and highlight the red part that wasn't really make the video viral, so I can know. Highlight, if you could, highlight the title right there, competitor's title of the green part that made it pop off, like the core, the keyword that made the viewers come. So what AI, and like I said, your core idea plays a big role. So yeah, if your core idea is not good, and y'all be guessing for all these titles, just getting all AI generated titles, and I'll be seeing like, bro, you're getting all these titles, but these core ideas of these titles are suck. And you that's why you're not really getting views, because your core idea of your video is fucking suck. So, and that's why you're not doing as many views. And you can't go out my way and say, oh, Tyrese, I literally just coached you and told you what you got to know. And this video is going up on YouTube. So you see, the core market and the core idea is the deep hook and the audience desire. So you see change if saturated, exact wording, title structure, surface hook, oversaturated phase. So it's just for this title specifically royal family, private royal. But yeah, so you can see that basically we scroll up a bit, and you can see basically what we rebuilt. So you can see the visibility. So the visibility. So you can see the strongest part was the royal family member, and then you can see, because that's the market people basically want to watch. You can see if I change it to every accountable favorite foods, nobody cares. The audience comes because of the royal family. So yeah. So, and we know, and what I'm gonna have to do is basically go ahead and write me a prompt. But yeah, go ahead and write me a prompt. So every single basic idea I bring up my competitors I'm replicating, you know to take the core idea and you know to make me a title that's basically gonna go viral, that people are gonna watch, that people actually care about, that's gonna catch their attention. So yeah, so we don't have to reinvent this or make these things harder as it is. So yeah. And like I said, what AI is not gonna do is basically make me a prompt. And yeah, if you basically want to talk to me, you could DM me in Discord. I reply to some DMs. Sometimes I'm busy. Sometimes I have no time. I'm really putting out many videos, really working on channels, really blowing up channels with hundreds of millions, hundreds of thousands of views. I don't have the amount of time to go out my way to really DM you. So especially if I'm not getting paid for it, especially YouTube is everything on the line. So when YouTube is like money being put on the line, but yeah, and we gotta grind for it, of course. So and YouTube never been an easy game, but yeah, you extract a core idea, find a deep hook, identify what the viewers actually want to. So I would then find a deep hook, remove the saturated wording. So what I'm gonna basically have it do is basically highlight the highlight in green again, so you can see it. So all right, so make me an example. Alright, so make me an example. Alright, so go ahead and make me an example of the deep hook and make me an example of the core idea. Make me an example like of what you're gonna remove. So let me know what you're gonna keep and let me know what you're gonna remove and make me an example like green, red, and yeah. And tell me each part what I gotta worry about. So now when I basically bring competitors title, I worry about the starting keyword term and then the ending term. What do I worry about? So and people told me, gurus told me that the starting term is the most reason why the video go viral, because the core is the starting keywords. That's more likely got the viewers to click it. So yeah, your titles is your core idea got to be good. If your core idea ain't good, your video's not good. And it took me years to learning this experience. And like I said, since I noticed, and I've been doing it so many times, I can help y'all out and y'all can learn from these videos. These videos are here to stay. I'm never gonna delete it. But yeah, so you can see every royal family members his favorite foods. What I keep is his core idea. We keep royal family right here. We keep this every royal family. We keep royal family because people came for royal family, and because that's the market, that's the audience, that's what people came for. Is if you remove royal family, it's a different video. So it's this deep hook is keep the access to the private right here. So yeah, so I'm gonna now have it do is go ahead and now create me a prompt. So yeah, so all right, so for every idea I do, go ahead and now make me a prompt so where AI could basically point out where the keyword, the core idea we keep, and then what we get rid of. So when I'm replicating a competitor's idea title, if I'm doing another niche, I basically bring in my bio, I bring it the competitor's core title, and what now it's gonna do is it's gonna make me another example, but it's gonna remove the parts that we don't need and keep the core idea that fits my lane for me to go viral. But we keep the core idea of what the competitor use, but you know how to change the ending part. But yeah, and the ending part is the basically like the deep hook you said, and the starting part is the surface hook, I believe you said. So that's what y'all need to know. And like I said, YouTube gets as harder from here. And I will be also linking my Tryna Be Cheat chat in the description, mainly where you can check it out at. No bullshit. It will be linked in the description exactly where you can check it out. And you can go over it anytime. 5 years, 2 years from now, this video will still be up. Not deleting it. But yeah. So you can see the core idea. What is the video really about? And the deep hook is why people care. And the audience desires. So what viewers want. So what we usually change is the surface hook, the packaging, the title, structure, overuse, red. So this is right here. So the competitors one right here. So you see core idea, primary royal right here. Deep hook is inside access, and you can see so audience desires learn hidden details, and you can see surface hook was favorite foods, and you can see our version, the royals family, and we see that we kept literally the starting keyword right here, and we just changed the ending. So yeah, the same core idea, the same deep hook, the same audience desire, and then you just change basically the surface. You basically just change the surface hook. So, like I said, that's all y'all need to know. YouTube, and I want to say YouTube is like a psychology game. It gets harder from here. Y'all probably learned about timetables and math in school, and thought school was hard, bro. YouTube is hard, but guess what? It gets easier and easier and easier when you're studying. When you're fucking practicing, it gets easier and easier and easier being that you study more. So what I could basically have AI do is basically show you how I could bring it. So let's go to one of my competitors' channels. So you see that this is my competitor's channel, right? you can see that he has 6 videos, and I thought of it like, yo, this fucker went viral from starting hooks from titles. Because look, if we go to the starting hooks of these titles right here, it is not over flooded. So what you want to do is you want to make sure it's not really over flooded by a lot of competitors, a lot of copycats. Because if it's not, then if you use basically his core idea and you change like the ending part, the surface hook, what's now going to happen is YouTube might push you. So what I could basically have AI basically do is go ahead and, like I said, these thumbnails are so fucking easy. Just so we now have thumbnail ChatGPT to now make our thumbnails. So we literally used to spend hours using Photoshop. All you could really just do is prompt it and give ChatGPT's competitor's thumbnail and give it the title, and it's gonna make you an example just like this. So like I said, we now use ChatGPT. So now what I'm gonna basically do is, and you can see that the script. So let me go to the script. So you can see that, and he had no crazy editing, but. Hey, and I want to say this. The ones who stop chasing pussy, the ones who stop trying to fuck a bitch, the ones who stop trying to chase a bitch, I mean, chasing a bitch, all I'm going to get you for her, only thing she's really there for is the bread. So, and I'm not against girls or none. I want to keep y'all on the right track so where you don't hop off the track. Because guess what? YouTube go as long as you want it, and we here to smoke through all of our competitors. We're not here to let our competitors win. We don't know none of these competitors like strangers to us. And the only thing we see is their video. See their video, and yeah, you can see literally the script. So, and you can see basically the script every royal. So you can see every royal family members' favorite foods in 17 minutes. You see, so hey, have you wondered? And I want to basically tell you, if your title's not good, if your core idea of your title's not good, there's no reason that your script is gonna. Of course, your script gotta match your fucking title, but your title is the main factor of YouTube pushing that video. And how do you know this, Tyrese? Because I learned this shit tonight, and this chat will be in the description where you can check it out at. So yeah, so like I said, if we go to this one right here, if you basically go to this, we basically paste this here. And how I noticed that this channel was basically new. So you see, he started his November 5th, 500K subscribers, 6 videos. So I said, yo, you know what? That core idea is the main factor. The starting keyword term, and I seen saying, I'm gonna say it. The core idea is the main factor why he's getting these amount of views. So what I could basically have it do is basically now make an example. So make me a new examples, transformative ones. But yeah. So now what it's gonna basically do is make me transformative ones, and it's gonna keep its core idea, keep the deep hook, and it's gonna basically change the surface hook. So yeah. So it's gonna keep like I said, it's gonna keep the core idea, keep the deep hook, but change the surface hook. So you see right here. Competitors right here, so you can see every royal member's favorite foods, the core idea, the deep hook, audience desires, and the surface hook. So you see surface hook, favorite foods. So the surface hook is like the anywhere. So you see what we change is the surface hook, and you see diamond transitions. You see what state, royal family, insiders access, hidden details. And you can see basically the competitors, every royal family members, and you can see literally the core idea, how royal family spend their time. You can see the deep hook, behind the scenes of the real life. The surface hook is daily routine, so we transform the versions to what daily life is really about for senior royals. So if we go to search this right here, we can see that nobody never used. So we change the routine, daily hook, and behind the scenes. So you see competitors was core idea. So higher royal lives and the deep hook. So yeah, so this was the competitor's title, and we transformed our version over this. So what royal residents reveal about life about behind places walls. So you see change homes, and yeah. So AI knows exactly how to with the change, and AI smart. But like I said, and I'm gonna go ahead and give you a prompt too. So with this prompt, it's gonna basically train AI. So every single title you bring it, it's gonna come out as well, and it knows exactly what the change. So you could get views, but we don't overguess no more. We take the core idea and we literally give AI their title. And yeah, so AI is really getting smart these days. And I'm going to say it again. YouTube ain't no easy game, but the ones who watch my videos will be the ones who win it. And the ones who don't watch, okay, bro. Okay, go ahead and buy the courses and go get scammed. Go get scammed and enjoy your time you getting scammed. Me, I'm not getting scammed because I don't feed into shit. I know what they're doing. And I know what they're doing. I know it's not right what they're doing. I'm not a jackass, so yeah, I'm not a jackass you want me to be. All right, so go ahead. All right, so go ahead and make me a prompt. So go ahead and make me a prompt. So basically, so if I'm doing another niche, I basically give you my bio and I give you my competitor's title. So what you're gonna do is basically you're gonna make sure you're gonna basically keep the core idea, keep the decook. You're gonna change the surface, change the ending. So yeah, because they make things easier. So go ahead and make me a prompt, And I'm gonna put this prompt in my notes, and I want to thank you a lot. So yeah, so if y'all so this is instead of copying royal members' favorite foods, we basically been over your built lane is the royal family most usual dining transition, and then you see what is daily. So yeah. So you can see we have these new ideas. So we have nothing. We don't keep the same core. We basically change it and we bring something new to the table. And like I said, this is the new method. So this new method. I've seen nobody on YouTube talk about this. And it was your favorite gurus won't tell you nothing about this, about the deep hook, about the surface hook. They're not going to tell you shit about this. So yeah, and this is the main factor why videos aren't going viral the way they do. They would because your core hooks and your deep hooks are suck. You want to make sure you change the surface hook. Keep the deep hook, keep the core idea. So if we go to search this right here, the royal families most unusual transitions, you see 20K, and yeah. But like I said, when you do this, you'll see a lot of hey. If you do this, you're gonna see them views go up, and you're gonna thank me later, like, oh, your video really helped, yeah. Cause I'm gonna also be giving you all this whole prompt. So right here, what this prompt goes ahead and do is it trains. All you gotta do is attach it. Don't be lazy. Go to file right here, file new, and attach it. And it trains AI, so AI knows how to keep the core idea, keep the decook, and change, and it knows what the audience desire, what the audience viewers really want, and it changes the surface of. So yeah, so it's not gonna reinvent the wheel, and yeah. But like I said, thank me later, and I don't want none of y'all to thank the coaches for being a pain in the ass. And YouTube, don't flag me for me being inappropriate or me being I'm not harassing nobody, but thank the coaches for the coaches wasting our time. Thank me later, and like I said, God's gonna bless me. God got me. He's gonna reward me. Every chance on YouTube I get, I know I'm competing with somebody. I know I'm competing with somebody, and I know you see my face started to get red and I get sweaty and shit. When I'm on this camera, I really get hard. Like man, I take this shit serious. So they don't understand. Like I really go my way to make sure everything's right. Make sure all these ideas, make sure everything is right because. Like I said, your channel's built from core idea and your hooks. If your core idea is weak, your video's weak. The main factors will make a video viral is that core idea. You could, and what this method is, you could basically take your competitor's title and you could give. You're basically not going to give your bio, give AI your bio, and AI is going. What it's going to basically do is take the core idea and bend it over to your lane, so you have something that's proven to go viral. But yeah, but like I said, a lot of these coaches was over here trying to reinvent the wheel, telling you, oh, you could just take the title, replicate, and they don't know the real factor of why it went viral the way they did. So. Like I said, let the coaches and the gurus keep over guessing. And yeah, and when you make mistakes, if you don't know anything about ChatGPT, if you don't know what ChatGPT, all you just do is copy the word, give it back, and be like, oh, what do you mean by this? And it's going to basically tell you what this word means. But yeah, like I said, you're going to learn the most factors. You're going to thank me later from you having to spend thousands. But let's say this. It was Christmas time. You spend a whole fucking, and it's not Christmas time, yeah, but December. You spend a whole fucking lead way. All these jackass coaches is about to sit here and scam you, bro. About to take your whole fucking work paycheck, your whole work, everything you got from that job, they about to steal off you and take it from you. So yeah, but me, the guy, I ain't never gonna do that. I ain't gotta do what they do. Me, I look out for everybody. I know that people. I know God's gonna bless me, and I know these videos are gonna be great. But yeah. But like I said, most of the coaches was over there scamming y'all, trying to make shit that's hard, bro. We don't listen to gurus no more, bro. Gurus retirement days is over. You know when somebody retired from a job, they retired from a job. We no longer gotta deal with them. We're now on our own. So yeah, so I no longer gotta deal with them. I'm on my own, and some of them got mad. Oh, bro, you switched up. Nah, bro, I seen what you was doing, and I caught up to it. I caught up to your lies. I caught up to all your shit. And yeah, I'm like I said, I'm probably smarter than most of your gurus out there, and most people can admit it. Like if they see the videos, they know I'm smarter than most of the fucking coaches out there. They know. The coaches, when they come in, they can't fuck with me, bro. I can't be fucked with, and I never will. And I don't care how much you know about the game, nigga. I've been in this game for 10 years straight, nigga. I ain't finna let you sit here and overplay me, bitch. Fuck wrong with you, nigga. Straight up, nigga. Fuck wrong with this nigga, man. Straight up, man. I ain't finna let you sit here and play me, nigga. I can say nigga because my pops is black. Nigga, my pops ain't white. You feel me? But I ain't be a racist or nothing. But I want it to be known, and I want it to be said and done, but we no longer listen to gurus. Guru days, they had their round, they had their trials. It's over for them. It's over for them boys. And yeah. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is give y'all this old chat, and we copied it. So we're going to control C this, and we're not going to go to a new chat, and we control V. So it's the whole chat what I basically had for the core idea. of with Gemini. So yeah, and also my Gemini link would be at the top. So and you can use this for any niche, and AI knows because you basically gave it this whole chat over here. But thank me later, and yeah. But I want y'all to say want y'all to say thank me later. But yeah, and I'm gonna also put this my ChatGPT chat right here in the description of this video where you can check it out at. But it's the main factor why y'all videos don't be doing as well. And like I said, your core idea matters. So all I gotta do is basically, so if I want to do it right here from my niece right here, all I gotta do, let me show y'all. So I'm gonna go to TXT. You know what? I'm gonna do Word. I'm gonna do Word for the day, and I'm gonna show y'all how I can basically do this. So what I'm basically now gonna do is I'm gonna come over to my ChatGPT. And like I said, this should make shit a bit easier. I did not know that the deep hook really matters. The deep hook really matters. And yeah. So what we're gonna do is basically go to this, and we're gonna now go over to this. We're gonna basically paste this here. And we can use ChatGPT. So what I could basically do now is go to my channel. But yeah, y'all gonna thank me later, and I wanna say thank the coach, and I want to say big shout out to the coaches because they're going to get an ass woman through the years. And I don't mean nothing harmful. I mean, they're going to get ass woman. All my consistency on me dropping these methods. They're going to get tired of seeing my white ass on camera, you know? So, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do is go to channel analytics. I'm going to go through and I'm going to copy this right here. But, yeah, but like I said is the gurus lie. And I want you to also stop believing their shit because they're bona fide liars. None of them are really trustworthy. But yeah, so what I'm gonna basically have it do now is give it everything right here. So what I'm gonna basically do is I'm gonna come over to one of my competitors channels, and I'm gonna come. Let's say Spooky Reads. All right, so we're gonna go to Spooky Reads. All right, so we're gonna go to Spooky Reads. All right, so we're gonna basically now go over to one of his. All right, so we're gonna go to one of his ideas with over, so you see his subscriber count 200K. We want to go to one with over a million views. We don't want to do one that's view jail because that means we'll be view jail. So the most recent, all right, so 4 weeks ago, we'll do this one right here. So we know that we're going to mute this. All right, yeah. All right, so we're going to go to this one right here. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and do is give AI my bio. And being that you have this exact file, this now changed AI so where you don't get view jail no more. And like I said, you're going to see a lot of improvement. And when you start seeing these views fly up on this military channel, you're gonna know why. You're gonna know why because I'm rewatching all my videos I post, and I'm rewatching all my shit to make sure all my shit's good. To make sure I got the amount of sauce I can come through and smoke these coaches. Yeah. And I want to say that this guy over here, I don't know how you say it. Envy. This guy's a fucking guru. He's a guru, and he's another. I'll say fake coach. He don't have as many videos out like me coaching, but yeah, but. Like I said, the gurus aren't doing what they're supposed to do, and they're not as consistent as they should be, and yeah. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is basically paste my bio here. And I'm going to give it this. And what I'm going to do is show you that I'm going to basically go over to this core ID right here, so you can see what happened to this. So we're going to basically go to his title right here, and we're gonna basically copy this, and we're going to come back over to about ChatGPT. So what I'm going to have it is my competitor's idea. So I'm gonna say my competitor's idea. Alright, so I'm gonna come over to my competitor's idea. Alright, so I'm gonna go to this screen right here. I'm gonna go to all this. Alright, so now what I'm about to basically do is basically come to this right here. And I'm about to literally copy all this right here. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna throw this right in chat. So I'm gonna throw this right here. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit the arrow. And now what I'm going to do is read through all this document. So everything that I literally just piled up from my other ChatGPT. So you see, the core idea is the National Air Defense Deep Hook. So surface unknownness. So you can see that we have versions 1, we have versions 2. So transform versions for your combat military. So you see, we have all these transform versions. So you can see, highest potential short for the YouTube short. So you see, this is the title, the secret ref protocol triggered by the uncalled aircraft. So you can see you can see that the competitor's title was this. So what happens when unknown aircraft enters the UK? And you can see we basically go to here, we have way different one. And YouTube won't shadow ban you for this. And don't think, oh, you're gonna get hit. You're not. Your idea and his idea is two different fucking things. And the script is do two different things. They're not gonna hit you with you using a few keyword, bro. If they hit you for a fucking few keywords of you using, then that's bullshit. And YouTube, they're not petty like that. They're not petty like that. Their employees are cool as hell. And I'm really famous on the platform, me and Speed. So they're not. And what I know, what they do is they don't want you spelling the same lookalike titles over and over. Your title need to be different than our original competitor's idea. It's okay if you got some as keywords and you made your own idea out of it. That's good. So like literally what I'm teaching y'all. So y'all can see the average subscriber is 3.5 million. So you see that we literally have consistent views. We see smaller channels doing what this means that this is a winner for us. So like I said, your core idea matters, and if you use this method, you're going to see a lot of improvement, and you're going to thank me later. You're going to thank me later. And hey, also, so what I want you to do is I'm going live in a few hours on this channel over here. Come to the stream. Drop a comment, and I'm going to show you I'm going to use this method to show you that it's not fake. So yeah, so you can see 7.1 million, 15. So yeah, you can see, we see consistent views. So when you do this method, you're going to see a lot of improvement. You're going to see a lot of consistent views come through. But like I said, shout out to Shane. So I want to give you a shout out to Shane Hummus. And I want to give you a shout out to my boy Ramiro. And yeah, I want to give you, because I know that I'm blowing up, and I know that we smoked the game. But we smoked the game, and we smoking it even more. And I'm going to say this again, the gurus, they can't fuck with us. We can't be messed with. We can't be messed with it. Like, our videos is as good. So yeah, you can see Shane has about 1K videos. And then Tim Dudley Laval, shout out to Tim. I learned script bending from Tim, but I'm not doing my own thing. So yeah, and I want to give you shout out to my boy Ramiro. If it wasn't for Ramiro, I probably wouldn't be as good where I'm at right now. Especially Shane. I learned the core and the main. I wouldn't be able to have this video possible if it wasn't for Shane's tips. So I learned this core idea stuff literally from Shane's video right here. So yeah, so y'all seen that this method really works. So, and this method is going to be given to y'all. So y'all gonna see a lot of them views start coming. So if we basically see this right here, you see 53 and 2.8 million. And Shane was the one in this video who pointed it out that the core idea itself matters a lot to these channels for your channel to go viral. And yeah, you can see over here. So you see he had about, so Shane's video right here got, so let's scroll up. So this video got over 3.1K. And the video I watched that said the core idea, it was this video right here. 5.6K right here. This video was a fucking banger, bro. It was the video I needed. The video I needed, and it saved me out a lot. And I don't care what nobody say about the whiteys, bro. The white, and my dad's black, but I'm not against the whitey or the black community. The white people are smart. One thing for sure, bro, is the white people are smart, and they're gonna always be smart. Bro. The white people are smart, bro. The white culture, they're smart. They're good at what they do, and you can't overbetray them. You can't overbeat them, bro. And one thing in this world you can't do is go over race. But one thing, and I'm gonna say this you probably say, oh, you're probably just saying that because you're white. No, I know for a fact that these white people are smart, and these white people save me. They save me a lot. So yeah, through their videos, watching their videos, me learning, and I don't care what nobody say about these white. One thing for sure, I seen it for myself. I might say bad things about them, but we know at the end of it, their knowledge is good. We need people like them in the game. That's gonna save us years from us having to stress. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, bro. And I got this. This will be also given to y'all. And I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna rename this to at least Combat Man Therese. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video, bro. And yeah, and this video was about at least 38 minutes, but we aired it out. And I'm gonna rerun it, so I'm gonna rewatch it. But I basically want to air out the sauce for the core idea and tell you that core ideas really matter a lot on YouTube, and it matters in any other thing. So yeah, and I'm out though. And also, y'all can see 22 million right here. You can see invasions up over 1 year. You can see that 45K subscribers. So you use this method, you're gonna see a lot of these views start coming up, and you're gonna remember that core idea works. And the ones who are lazy, who don't think of it, oh man, just keep being lazy, bro. We're gonna see how far you get. The ones who take action will be the ones who make it far. But we out though. Terry's fucking gang on top, bro. He can't be fucked with when it comes to this shit, bro. I'm out though, nigga. All right, so yo. Yeah, I'm gonna be using this prompt right here. So this prompt, you screenshot this. But basically, what I told you, I said I need a new prompt so I can give you my competitors I'm replicating from. You tell me what views we do. We look for how many videos Julie had posted. If it's a new channel, 5 times more ratio than their subscriber count. I need a prompt. I need you to prompt, and then you type, say, example option sub niche down or stay in the same niche or new market. But yeah, all right. So this prompt right here will be below in the description where you guys can check it out at. So yeah, all right. So like I said, this promo will be below in the description where you guys could go ahead and check it out at. So what you're gonna go ahead and do is now basically copy everything you see on screen. Copy everything you see on screen. Literally this whole entire ChatGPT log. We're gonna basically copy and paste this right here. So go to copy. Alright, so we're gonna go to here. Now we're gonna paste it. So we're gonna basically go under this, of course. And now what we're gonna do is paste it. So what we basically do, we find multiple videos outperforming their subscriber count. So we look for more than at least 1 to 2 competitors, or 3 to 4, and we basically see how many make sure they're pulling consistent views. So examples, several videos with 25 to 100k views, top videos at 5 times more ratio than their subscriber count, and 10k subs, top videos 100k plus views, recent uploads get traction around 5 plus videos over 50k views. But yeah, all right. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna find niche market we're gonna do. So let's say, for example, let's find this. All right. So let's say, for example, we like this niche right here, right? And we see that he has about over closely to about 300 videos with only 1 outlier, which is crazy. But I was expecting him to have a 1 million view one. So if I wanted to, alright, so this one is, alright, so we're gonna find one like this. 52 videos. We go to most popular. He has one right here. So what we're gonna do is copy all this. So what I'm gonna do is copy all this right here, and I'm gonna basically give this to AI. So what AI does is it lets me know what new market we basically bend it over to. So if it's a sub niche down, stay in the same niche, but we basically sub niche down. So it's gonna be the reverted green light, but with a catch. This is exactly the kind of channel I'll investigate. So channel stacks, 3k subs, 52 videos, multiple videos between 30k to 92,000 views. Recent uploads still hitting 25,000 to 90k plus. This is huge sign, positive. This is what I like. This is massive view versus subscriber ratio. This is 3k subs. Top videos 92k plus views. That's roughly 25 times their subscriber count. Very strong. So what it's going to basically let us now know, it's going to let us now know the verdict of what we're doing. So yeah. So it's going to say, so the answer is, would I enter this niche? Yes. Would I copy this channel? Exactly, no. This is what I steal this psychology? Absolutely. So yeah. So what we're going to basically do is we're going to be using, so what I'm going to basically now do is I'm going to now make a line. So when we go down here, we're going to just copy all this right here, copy everything down here, and yeah, so we're going to just make a line, and this is going to be basically the prompt y'all can use. Alright, so yeah, this will be the prompt right here that y'all can use. And yeah, so what I'm going to basically do is put this to ideal competitors criteria. So yeah, I'm gonna put this ideal competitors criteria. I'm gonna basically copy this right here. I'm gonna paste this, and this will be in the description where you guys can check it out at. So yeah, and I don't do no book a call shit. I don't do none of that bullshit. So yeah, so I was gonna say the opportunity is, so give me a new bio and give me transformative title ideas, and take his most popular core starting hook title idea and reverse engineer me proven viral ones. Proven. Alright, so before we do that though, is we basically want to now check the size of these titles right here. So when we go to search, if we basically search this right here, we don't want to see multiple channels using this title term, because if multiple channels are doing it now, that means that this niche now market is starting to get flooded with copycats, and that's not a good sign. So if you see it like this doing that, that means that this market is now getting flooded with copycats, and yeah, that's not a good term. So you see Camilla caught on the camera. You can see these are all literally copycat channels literally. Like we go to it, it's a brand new channel, and it's copycat. So we want to avoid using that just that term because we're more likely basically get viewed out. So if we go to right here, Camilla caught on camera, and yeah, you see that starting term was literally a starting term. So if we go to this right here, we basically want to search it and make sure it's good. Yeah. All right. So let's go to that. All right. So Camilla caught on camera. Yeah. We see that. We go to videos. All right. So we see 92,000, and we see multiple channels literally copying this term, which that's basically not a good sign for us. So we want to find ones where the term itself is not being copied instead of copying. So you can see that literally right here, their title, right here, the top title, it says instead of copying what worked, it says caught on camera, it says Camilla, controversial, Catherine. So you see this the formula. So controversial royal, caught on camera plus exposed, fan favorite royal, and then symbol power. So this is reinvented. Viral titles will stunt this. So you can see if we basically go to this, Camilla left speechless after Catherine's powerful entrance at the historical event. So if we go to this right here, if we go to this, we could basically paste this into YouTube and see like if this is being flooded or not. So we could basically see it right here if this is being flooded or not. But yeah, Camilla's left speechless. So we can see 14K views, 800 views. All right, so we want to look for a lot of consistent views like this. So we want to basically look for stuff where it's having consistent views like this where it's basically not taken up by a lot of copycats already. So yeah, so and that would be a good sign for us. So yeah, we don't want to see a lot of if a lot of copycats are taking up this term, that means that's not good for us. So what I'm gonna do is basically copy and paste this over to our AI chat. So I mean, ideation and these research is really important. So y'all want to make sure y'all spend some time because if y'all using titles where a lot of people's using that at, you can more likely you'll probably get view jail. So you'll probably get view jail, and view jail's not good at all. So yeah. So this is oversaturated, right? If a lot of channels are doing it, right? And this is where a lot of channels fuck up at. So yeah. So you can see yes, this is what you just found exactly what I look for. Just what the signing niche is becoming too templated. So the answer is the niche is not dead, but the formula is becoming oversaturated. So you see, look at these titles: Camilla speechless. So this is what I'll do instead. Don't compete on Camilla. What we want to do instead is this is Royal's example. So it basically now gives us a new best term, so opportunity. So you see, a lot of these channels appear to be publishing stories that aggressively speculates the potential fabric. It says that can work short term, but for views, it's creative risk. So you can see, this is why you could use why Catherine's this. So we can use this instead. So instead of using that, we can use that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is exit that right there. I'm going to exit that. Alright, so what I'm going to do is now basically come over to this. And I'm going to basically make sure you guys have a prompt. So, yeah. You want to copy right after me. So, you want to find channels less than 100K subscribers. Pulling in 20K to 50K plus reviews. And they got to have, they got to be recent. And within, they got to be less than 6 months. So, they got to have multiple videos pulling over 100K views for it to be a consistent market for us. So, what I'm going to have it do now is basically give me a prompt. So when this happens, so how we can know how we can overcome it. So I'm going to basically have it do is give me a prompt. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to basically give us a prompt. So when this happens again, all we just now do is use this prompt and it'll try to overbeat it. But yeah, so like I said, if you want to pull consistent views, it's important that you take your time to do these ideations because if you run into traps like this, you'll see a lot of these channels are competing with the same term, which that's not good at all. So you see, so it's a lot of these channels are competing with the same term, which we want to avoid because that means that we are more likely to get view jail if we go to try to use that term. So if we try to use that a starting term, we're more likely to get view jail. So yeah, so like I said, over here, is basically what I was showing y'all is not a lot of channels was using the term, so it was easier for this one right here to go viral using that term. So you see, only two ones used it, not a lot of them. So yeah, and we basically want to avoid that. So yeah, we want to avoid that happening to us because we're more likely to get view jail. This is why Catherine entrance and royal watchers taken. So you can see we have 2.4K, and this right here will be a great example of a thumbnail that we could basically give AI a screenshot to create us a breaking news type thumbnail. So this would be a great example, literally of one we could literally do. So yeah, when you are basically looking for markets, you want to look for one that's not like literally oversaturated because you don't want to do a title where it's too much competition between it because your channel, your channel will die out and you'll see your views go low like this. So you don't want to have low views and you'll see that the market basically stops pushing your channel. So and it sees that you're doing lookalike titles and you're not bringing nothing new to the table. So and that's where a lot of channels fuck up at, of course. So yeah, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is basically copy all this right here, and this board right here will be in the description where you guys can check it out at. So what you basically just do is you if you're using Gemini, you just go to file right here, and you just upload it, and you upload the competitor's title. And it's going to basically now give you a bio for a new lane if you want to sub lease down and stay in the same sub lease. It's going to give you a bio and it's going to give you transforming titles. And if ones like this are over, basically if titles in search are oversaturated, what we're going to basically do is we're going to have it create us a new, so you could do this. So we're going to basically ask it is the beginners. We're going to have it ask it to create us a new one. So what is this instead? What did we just do? So for a different angle, what did we just do? What is this instead? And I see a lot of channels do the same term, and they wonder why they get view jail because you're copying the same exact starting term. And like I said, you want to find a lot of channels that's not doing it because, like, if we go over here, right here, we can see that not a lot of channels basically use this term right here, the starting term, is what made this video really go viral. So if there's a lot of channels using the same term, I mean, it's going to be hard down the road for for the algorithm to push it because the algorithm already see that it had multiple copycat channels and it's not going to keep pushing the same channel that's doing the same shit over and over again. So yeah, so this is then creates why Williams' growing influence is getting so much attention. So you see the royal. So what we basically did was we switched up the angle. So we switched up the angle and yeah, we got a different angle and yeah. So that's what we basically did. So what we did was, it says we moved from copying the surface title to exact the undenying reasons people click. So for example, so competitors one right here, and what I extracted. So this. So it basically gave us. It says so the real topic is. So it basically gave us the framework is when you see a title as what is the real click trigger examples. Camilla this, but yeah. So it says competitor. And then what it says, so why did people click? Answers, changes into royal authority, family tensions, future of maturity, but yeah. But we basically bending over to a new angle, but we kept that, so did we bend it to a new angle? But we kept that core idea, right? You can basically bend into a new angle, but have AI basically keep the core idea. So that's basically what we did. So what I'm going to do is basically come down to this. I'm going to basically control V this here. And yeah, so like I said, so you can control V it, so exactly. So it's just exactly we keep the core. So, alright, so what I'm going to do is I understand this. So you can see this right here. So it says exactly we kept the core reason, but changed the angle packaging. So this is layer core ID, keep this. Original one like this. We basically reinvented the title. So we didn't reinvent the wheel, we reinvented the title and we changed it from an unsaturated one. So what I'm gonna do is now come over to this and I'm gonna paste this go ahead and paste this below so where you guys can check it out at. So yeah, so you can see it now right here. So you can see that this is you overuse package. So when you're basically what most people get wrong is they do the overuse package method and they will use the same term over and over again. So now what we got to do is now switch it up because we see a lot of channels are using that term. We basically now want to keep the image engine, but we want to basically swap out the bodywork. So I'm gonna say make me a prompt so in case this happens, so I know what to do. Alright, so what it's gonna basically do now is make me a prompt, and in case this happens, so y'all can basically know what to do. All you just do is give it the title, give it everything you see, and you could go through and use this prompt. But yeah, so you can see, yeah. Alright, so give me steps how to use this prompt. Alright, so it's gonna basically give me steps on for you guys how to use this prompt. But yeah, so you can see this is the actual prompt. And yeah, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is go through and copy this entire prompt, copy all this data right here. So this is what did we not copy the title? This is what did we not clone the wording? It says we extracted the core idea, but we basically refreshed the angle to it. So we built a refresher angle to it, but we kept the core idea. So yeah. But like I said, most videos perform as well because the core idea, and it don't be because behind that term. It don't be because the overguessing because random titles. It's the core idea behind it. So the core idea is like the starting hook of why that title went viral the way it did. So the important keyword term of that title. So the important keyword term of that title is literally your starting hook. So yeah, it's the surface starting hook, and then you want to change the ending hook. So yeah. Alright, so we don't reinvent the wheel. So we kept the core idea of the starting term, but what do we do for the ending part? And we didn't reinvent the wheel. What do we change on like the hitting moment? So what do we put for the ending part? So when we seen one that was like way oversaturated, what do we do to not like put the keyword at the beginning part? But we put it towards it. And what was the end part called? So you said surface hook, deep hook. So yeah. You can see, so you're very close to the concept. This is what you're calling the ending part. This is usually where the surface hook laughs. This is original title. Camilla left speechless after Catherine's prior entrance. This is breakdown beginning, and you can say that this is the ending. So yeah, and this is what we kept. This is we keep Camilla, Catherine, but yeah. So you see, we left speechless in tears. Yeah. So what I'm gonna have it do now is make me another prompt, and I'm gonna basically have it give me a prompt. So yeah. All right. So like I said, if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to comment below what y'all think about it. But like I said, the main focus is the core idea matters, and yeah. So go ahead and make me a title. So the process we find a viral title, we make sure everybody in search aren't really doing that title, and then I bring you everything in search, and we keep the core idea. So you're gonna make me and if everything in search is basically oversaturated, you're gonna take the core idea, but you're gonna make me a new angle that will work for us. Rebuilding new angle that will go viral, right? So we don't even reinvent the wheel, right? Yeah. So we want to throw away the surface hook if it's saturated. So we want to throw away the surface hook. So the surface hook is basically an example. So this is the surface hook. This is the deep hook. This is the hook we rebuilt. So we kept Wild Williams, but yeah, and we threw away the surface hook and we kept the rebuilt one. But yeah, so like I say, titles blow up the way because sometimes you're doing the same title that everybody else ever used, and you want to do something new. But yeah, it says so. Search on YouTube, you discover that Camilla left speechless. But yeah, so what it's gonna go ahead and do is basically give me a prompt, and yeah. So like I said, if you wanna find more ways to grow, and without having to deal with this, let me know. But that's all I have for y'all today. Basically you're taking what's already working though, but you're taking a core idea, but you're making your own out of it. So that's what we basically went over. Instead of you using the exact term, and yeah, because you got to think, if you're using the same core idea, you're competing with millions of channels, so you don't want to do that. So what you want to do is instead is you want to basically use a term that where a lot of channels haven't used this yet. So that's how you really stand out, and you stand out from pattern recognition. You don't stand out from over guessing. Like I said, the core idea works, and your power works for the thumbnail. So yeah, but this is all I have for y'all for the celebrity drama stuff. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. But like I said, don't stress. YouTube is a hard game. You're not gonna become YouTube famous, YouTube big overnight. Things take time. So yeah. But I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I hope this helped. Drop a comment what you think about it below. Wait, I'm out. Alright, so in this video, I'm gonna be showing y'all how to basically copy the core idea to a ongoing YouTube title, and we don't reinvent the wheel. So we don't reinvent shit. We don't make things hard, and yeah. So also, what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna show y'all how we're gonna basically copy the core idea of this competitor's. I'm gonna show you for example. So with the core idea right here. Here is you see this one right here did at least 600,000 views, right? And this one did at least so let me show you an example of how we're gonna be doing today. So you see that this one right here did Iran kilo submarines fires too. You see this one right here did 40K, and this one did at least 600K. So the method was they reverse engineered the idea to their lane. So we're gonna be using AI to basically reverse engineer their core idea, starting idea right here, basically to a lane. So yeah. So and I don't have no channel right here that's made. I'm gonna just have it basically reverse engineer to a freshman title. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna be doing it. But yeah, but if you have a channel made, of course you gotta get the profile picture. Of course you gotta verify the phone number. And yeah. All right. So next thing you wanna do, and I got a method on my channel for that. A few methods, a few streams. So where you guys could check it out at. So you don't want to replicate. You don't just be wanting to replicate random ideas and thinking they're gonna go viral. That's not how YouTube works no more. YouTube. All right, so guessing days are done. So now when we and like I said, all the other new coaches they're left all the way back behind. Guess what? All the ones who don't take action, you're gonna be broke as a joke, just like them have nothing to show up for. So yeah, like them. Most of the coaches they have no results. They have nothing to show up for. And yeah, you're gonna be just mortified, telling lies. They're broke, they're lame, and yeah, and we're gonna leave it as that. But what most likely makes a channel viral is the starting core of the title. So how do you notice? Burning, Stanton, Summarize. So this right here was the starting core of the title that made it met. So this how I met your mother in 52 seconds. So that was the ending. But what most likely made the title really pop off right there is a starting hook. So when I say hard starting hook, I literally just shows out for example. And I also basically post on a community post that subscribers don't matter. We get no fucks about subscribers. What matters the most is the idea of that video, the title of that title of that video, and the title matching that hook. And the title, the hook in a script also has to match the thumbnail. So the thumbnail has to have power words of a few keywords what's in that title, one keyword, two, just a few so it can match, so the album can automatically push it. So yeah, so you can see like right here, this was a plain video 13 years ago, and you can see that this was a smaller channel with 700 subscribers, and you can see it has 4.1 million views, 13. So you can see the starting core idea was this core idea of the video that mainly go viral. So we gotta we can also go to this channel. So we could basically do is we could basically go to search. We could also search the channel to show you but yeah, so I'm gonna show you what I mean by starting core, and I'm gonna be 100% right. So yeah, so Lua Minute. Alright, so Lua Minute. Alright, Minute. But yeah, I don't know how you say the name Lua Minute, and it's just 700 subscriber channel right here. You can see that it's 80. So 2006, 4 million views, long form. You can see if we go to click it right here. Where if we go to click it, you see that if we basically go to this if we basically go to more, you can see that it's still gaining comments, I believe. So it's still gaining some comments. You see 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 4 months ago. So it's absolutely hilarious. So what happened was he had a proven viral core idea right here. So if we go to the core idea, this is the starting of the title, right? So you see 4 million views. Y'all can see it. So y'all can see that the hook. So if we go to show script, the hook, so I'm sorry, I like that. So you can see that nothing right here was literally matching the keywords to make it really pop off. So we see that why this video went viral the way it did was the core idea behind it. So and like I said, if the basically the hook and the title can match, Now we stop second guessing. Now what makes it viral is the hook. So and like I said, yeah, what makes it viral is the hook. So what I mean by the hook, I mean it's the hook. Alright, so you can see right here. So this is the hook, 5.6 million right here. If there's multiple channels and searches doing well, pulling a lot of views, we know that that starting hook is mainly what made that video pop off. So the starting hook is what mainly made it pop off. You can see how I met your mother in 52 seconds. So the starting hook matters the most. How did he summarize? So the starting hook really matters the most. And you can see that basically what he did, he remade this already viral video. So you see 13 years ago, you see 3 years ago, he did summarize in 52 seconds. How did I met your mother? So you can see that he basically didn't reinvent the wheel. He remade it and it went viral. So you basically take what's already working, and we no longer reinvent the wheel. And we see if it fits our lane. We give AR a bio. We see if it fits our lane. What I mean, fit your niche. So you see, he did summarize in 52 seconds with the laughing emoji, and he's I met your mother.
Kind of a long story, quick, and then take a little bit to Germany. Kissed Robin, lost Victoria.
But also make sure your videos, make sure you have a voiceover, commentary voiceover, just so you don't get hit with reused content or repetitive content. So you want to make sure you're making significant changes in the original clip. But yeah, also make sure you have a voiceover for that, so you could get monetized. Alright, so you see he has 77 videos, 1K subscribers, and he has over 100 million views. But you don't want to. You see that you don't want to do over. It has over 100K subscribers, so you don't want to do what this channel's doing. And what he's doing wrong is he's basically using these clips without adding a voiceover to it. And yeah, it's not monetizable like that. Yeah, this method got patched. So yeah, it's not monetizable like that no more. And yeah, it got patched. Alright, so y'all can see basically over here, the celebrity drama channel, 52 videos, 3K subscribers. So you can see that 700,000 of views, May 8th, 2026. So you can see that, yo, this channel is getting tremendously fucking views. So let me go ahead and show y'all this. So the reason why it's getting views, Camilla caught on camera. Camilla, the viewers come and they get curious of, oh, Camilla caught on camera. So if we go to this term right here, Camilla caught on camera, and this ending term don't really matter, but you want to have the ending term matching the starting core of the starting term of the title. So you can see right here, Camilla caught on camera. So you see Camilla caught on camera, Camilla caught on camera. So you can see that there's multiple channels using this term, and the way. So what I'm gonna basically show y'all is basically, so if you see multiple channels using this term, that means that this term is a term what people are searching for. So if you use this term and you basically make better thumbnails than what's already in search, you're more likely to get views. And you can see that the mistakes that these other channels are making right here, so is you can see most of them are, when they do the breaking news stuff, they overcrowd the text, and the thumbnail should look just like this. So what I mean, the thumbnail should look clean, just like these two, not overcuttered. So room for the viewers, cause the viewers got to see the text. So the viewers got to see the text in order for the video to really go viral. So this is how the thumbnail is supposed to really be. Even if y'all using a breaking news stuff, if you're using it for vintage discoveries or whatever, make sure your text isn't fully on screen. And yeah, make sure your text actually isn't fully on screen, just so the viewers can see. Because if you see over here, this corner, this right hand corner is the length, the length of the timestamp, and you want the text so the viewers can understand like what's really happening in the thumbnail in order for you to get that click. So and for you to convert that click, that thumbnail basically, all they're seeing right here is the thumbnail and they're seeing the title. You want them to basically get curiosity from the thumbnail, so you can convert that curiosity from the thumbnail into a click. Yeah, and this channel has about 347 videos, which he's pulling great views. Yeah, I'm seeing that he's pulling great views. So yeah. Alright, so what he is, he's getting stuck under 500 views and 700 views. But yeah. Alright, so what we basically want to do is we want to avoid that. So what we're going to do is now come over to the channel, and we're going to basically come over to this, and we're going to copy all these titles. And we don't want to go too broad. So the market, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. Alright, so yeah, we're not going to copy all these titles. I already showed you how to do that in another video, but Alright, so for this video right here, as you can see, this is the core idea. It says Prince Williams cuts off Camilla's. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna basically copy this right here. So we could take what's already working, but get a buyer for it. So we don't reinvent the wheel and reinvent markets. We now do. So let's go over here. So we will now do. So if y'all was basically over here on my Google Drive link right here, Google Docs.